Hello, welcome to Sunday Night Zweihander. We're back with the Left-Handed Path and the Adventure Sins of the Father. I wonder if I think they figured that title out now after the last session. It all makes sense. But yeah, we're back. Let's get into it. We'll do the roundtable introductions. We'll do a recap of what happened last time. We didn't play last week because of me, but we're back this week, so we'll see if everybody remembers what happened, and we'll hop into it. Mike, you're up first. Tell us about Ruby Goodchild.
Hello, everyone. I play Ruby Goodchild. She is a often misunderstood halfling who started as a gutter snipe and bravo, and she is struggling to balance between the light and the dark as her teammates slowly pull her toward the abyss.
I don't think she's struggling. I
No,
think she's made that decision.
well, okay. So I'm attempting to feign a struggle then. And
She's
already
casually resisting, kind
yeah,
of.
that's what she's putting up a pretend fight.
Was it Bill who pointed out last game, or maybe it was Oak, that like when we first started playing these characters, your goal was to hit assassin by advanced
Yeah,
tier?
that was both of us.
Yes.
This is when we started playing this 2 years ago. That was
It's
Ruby's
really
goal.
it's good to have people around you that remind you of your
Goals and dreams.
past. Yeah, that's right. It's called keeping me honest.
Yeah. That's it.
Want to support your dreams and aspirations, man.
Thanks, guys.
And well, then we got our newest addition to the party, Euryxes.
Yeah, she's a gnome, and she used to be a prostitute, moved on to barber surgery. As of late, has sucked royally at trying to find things. However, try again. She found her meal tickets, I suppose, with this group of travelers. And, yeah,
Weirdos,
travelers,
murderers.
Hobos.
absolutely tried her hand at making some sausage with her friend Edmund. Yep.
It's made of people.
Where's Charlton Heston when you need him?
Yeah, right. The sausage is made of people. All right, Erg. Erg is the one who's sent us down this spiraling path much quicker and faster than I think anybody anticipated.
I regret nothing. Yeah, I play Erg Sinchbell. She is a astronomer turned pyromancer who is the caster of the group. He actually just got a new regent for a spell that he hasn't had a chance to use yet, either last session or the session before, and is hoping to find a chance to test that out. Unfortunately, it could ultimately destroy the party, but we'll cross that bridge when we get there. Yeah, he's a good guy.
He's a dunderhead.
He's a dunderhead.
He is a dunderhead. Great.
I like too with the way your overlay's bleeding through. Looks like your third eye's trying to open
I know
up.
his forehead is just like.
That's the demon coming out.
He's also an ogre sometimes.
Hey, Corey Hickson in the chat there. Excited to learn more about this game, how it plays. Feel free to throw out any questions as we play. Megan is our newest addition to the party, and she is also learning this as we go. So she'll give us the point of view of a new player too and ask questions. And if you have questions as we're going, don't hesitate to ask, and we'll do our best to answer them.
I like to think I'm learning too still.
Yeah, of all of our players, I think Mike is still learning the most.
No.
We talked about this on Friday. Meanwhile, we're playing
old dog new tricks.
We're playing an AD&D retro clone on Friday nights, and he's remembering all the rules from 20 years ago that he hasn't read since then.
It's the new memories I have trouble forming.
Right. And last but not least, Edmund. We're missing one of our guys. So last but not least, Edmund.
Hey, this is Oak. I'm playing Edmund Randolph, who started out as a smuggler. And then to further that, he decided to learn the law a little bit better and became a barrister. And recently, due to some things set in motion with Erg, he's become a sausage baron. It just, unfortunately, the meat's made of people. Typically.
Don't judge.
Made of people. Okay, so what happened last time? I'll start you off. We woke up and some of you ate breakfast. Go.
Say, me and Erg were eating the food.
Oh no, it wasn't breakfast. I'm sorry, it was the ceremony.
Yeah, it was in our honor.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, you guys remember. What happened there? What happened?
Sorry.
What was
Yes,
that?
that's exactly what happened.
What was that?
That's the music from the party.
Trying to set the ambiance.
It was actually dinner and a show, and the show was human sacrifice.
Yeah, so it was a reenactment of a hunter chasing a stag, or
yeah.
which was a little boy, a young boy, and there was a little bit older girl.
No, not a little. Okay, not a little boy and a little girl. They were in their like late teens, early 20s. That
Okay.
was
Yeah,
something
like
we really got
16
hung
to
up on.
20.
Yeah, that they were children. But they were no. I called them kids, but they're like late teens, early 20s.
Young adults.
They're young adults. Some parts of the world would be considered adults at 18.
Yeah, so
plus.
reenacting this, and then
West
the boy
Virginia.
actually gets shot with an arrow as a sacrifice. I don't know if this was in our honor or just
It was
Tuesday.
a ceremony. It was a Tuesday.
for their ceremony. I know that started. Everybody was Erg or was Barsh with us at that point?
No, Barsh was not here for the last session at all.
Because somebody stood up and basically
Oh, was he?
was. I can't remember somebody saying it was wrong, and then they started to get surrounded, and then Edmund.
Didn't know Barsh was here. He took part in that. And
Did
I
we
think
lose him partway through the session? Because otherwise, the stuff that happened at the tail end, I feel like he would have just like attacked and slaughtered. We
No,
lost.
because
him.
No, yeah, he lost a connection or something.
Yeah. Okay. Sorry. Go on. Keep going.
Because
So,
they started to
yes.
surround him, and that's when Edmund's like, "You're interrupting dinner," stood up and yelled at everybody and had him back down.
And I went to go try and save the boy.
Yeah.
Edmund's superpower is he makes people cry and feel bad about themselves.
He's belittle people. And then
So, yeah,
Gertrude saved the boy.
This ceremony was happening in your honor. The girl who was playing the hunter shot the boy who was dressed up like the stag, and it looked like and then she was going on the stage with a knife, like she was going to go finish the task off. And that's when you guys jumped in and said, "Whoa! Don't do this! This can't happen." Some weird Wicker Man shit going on here. And then you were told to leave the next morning.
Yeah. No, then we went out of town. Wasn't it the same?
Whoa, hold on. So that night, some things happened that were odd.
We followed a drunk.
Yeah, Ruby saw a drunk man leave the town. She went back and got the party, and they followed him to the hut of the mother. And I'll turn it back to you.
At that point, the mother took the man in for.
No. Wait, you skipping. Yeah,
What am I
mother
skipping?
but don't forget about the forest children.
The children.
Right?
Okay, yeah, we were surrounded by more of the beast type. What were they called? I can't.
They weren't given a name, but they
I
were
thought
like
you.
they're like they
Grindles
looked
or
like
something.
like there's some were deers, some were goats, some were wolves, some were like rats, spiders, cats like a cougar or like a naturally occurring cat, lynx.
But they
Then
were
these
human
you just
all.
saw glowing eyes at first, and they surrounded you, and they just kind of they closed in on you, and they spoke to you. So what did they say to you?
They were wanting us to not interfere or bother mother or hurt her.
Yeah.
And Ruby, I think you were the one that talked to him at that point, weren't you?
Yeah, talked him into letting us talk to mother. I forget how.
I don't know, you guys like put your foot in the door or something like that, literally.
No, that was after because that dude left.
Yeah, well, yeah. So right, 2 minutes later, he'd done what he was there to do, and when he was leaving, I think we talked to mother.
You did talk to her. She was beautiful
To the males.
Erg and Edmund, but to Euryxis and Ruby, she was this withered old hag. She looked like she was like 600 years old.
Mm?
Right, but we do know what the man was there for. He was under her spell, and that he was there to help her make more of her children.
But when we asked her about her children, she had no idea.
She played it off.
Yeah.
Right.
Now, that's when I think Erg put his foot in the door, sent the demon in, his butler.
Yes.
There was some sort of presence there, but it felt natural.
Natural magic.
Non-malevolent, I think we'll say.
Sure.
And Erg would know.
Yeah, it wasn't kin.
The guy who's in league with the demons. So,
And then
what happened?
then the butler was sent to back into town to burn the house down to get the gold out.
Well, we'll get there in a moment. We saw this shadow that was moving around, the non-malevolent thing. We left the house. We decided not to go back into town that night because Mother was going to talk to us more in the morning. And as a very last footnote to the session, Tobias, my butler demon, was sent to go burn down the elder of the town's house.
And he did. You saw the village ablaze in the distance, and screaming and shouting, and just a big, massive fire. And you closed your eyes and laid your heads down.
In fairness, lest the viewers judge us harshly, they did renege on paying us. I mean, I'm not wrong. That the deal's a deal, and no givebacks.
All right, you fail. Anyway, so let's jump into it. So it's night. It's in the forest, and you guys see the blaze in the distance in the direction of the village. What do you want to do? It's like 3 a.m. at this point.
I'm asleep.
We got a meeting in the morning with Mother, right?
Yeah, so you don't care about the fire in the distance. You're like,
nope, they
oh,
kicked us out.
That's interesting. I wonder what happened there. I wonder if they need our help. I'm just gonna curl up here with all these strange creatures in the woods and fall asleep.
What could go wrong?
Okay. Oh, you guys are funny. You make me laugh. All right, so you're gonna lay down. Who's taking the first watch? How long are you sleeping for?
Oh, depends. If it's 3 a.m, we've only got 3-4 hours till sunrise.
Mm-hmm.
Well, Ruby already had a watch, so she's going to go to bed.
I'll take a watch.
Okay.
Let me say I'll set up with your exit.
In what order?
It's never good when the GM says what order.
Right. We say watch. He says I need specifics.
Let's say I'll sit with her. So
help me here.
Details.
We'll sit together.
All right. So you guys are gonna take on the effects of not sleeping. We're gonna enact that out of the book tonight.
Sure.
All right.
Is that a thing?
Yeah, there's rules for if you don't get a full night's rest and all that. That'll give you negatives to rolls.
That sounds about right.
Sure.
That sounds like Zweihander. All right, so you guys are the 2 of you are just staying up. You're not going to sleep at all.
Yeah, I rolled a dunderhead, so I'm just going to go sleep for the night. Screw it. What could go wrong?
Push a tree over and curl up inside of it, a hollow tree.
There you go.
Or we could just all go to sleep. Screw it. See what happens.
Eat the family of squirrels.
Yeah, you know what? Yeah, I'm gonna go to sleep. We made friends with the children. The mother's sleeping off an evening out or an evening.
Eurixus and I intend to do watch. We start talking, and then we just kind of both fall asleep.
All right, so everybody's falling asleep. Gotcha. Everybody go ahead and make me a arduous awareness check, please, as you sleep.
Now, I'm also a light sleeper.
Is
that a thing?
Yeah, he just dropped it in the chat. You cannot be surprised or left helpless. So if something's creeping up on you, Edmund will spring up and hunt shot first.
You said awareness?
Yes, please.
And an arduous one?
Arduous. Hard bargain.
Arduous bargain.
That's the new name of this campaign. You guys rolled low for the most part. Burned that roll early on. Hard bargain. All right, so you are not alerted or disturbed by anything during your slumber, and you guys sleep for a few hours, and dawn hitting your eyelids wakes you up. The sounds of birds chirping, and you kind of rub your eyes and you look around and you remember that you fell asleep in the woods near this old/young witch's house, depending on your if you're male or female. So
is the town still smoldering?
You see big plumes of black smoke, and you can still see flames dancing above the trees.
Damn, would they have a bunch of petroleum stored in there also?
Remember, these houses are made of sod, also when you guys went into the village.
They're made of tinder and kindling.
Yes.
They burn for 3 hours. Or 4
Yeah,
hours.
and then that's it. They burn really good for 3 hours, and then there's nothing.
Premiums here are a pain.
That's your next profession as a insurance adjuster.
It'd be just as deadly as an assassin.
Your advanced tier. All right, so
Start making breakfast.
what do you want to do? Yeah, what do you got for breakfast?
Sausage.
Who's eating?
Everybody.
Well,
I
Ruby
am.
has written down, don't eat the sausage somewhere. I don't know where it came from, but it seems like good advice.
Also become an assassin. Seems solid.
Something's just whispering in her ear at night.
Oh
Very
yeah, the little
sage
butler
advice.
demon.
Yeah, right?
Eat the
You
sausage.
want to be an assassin.
Is he back by the time
Yeah,
we wake
he's,
up? By the
by
way,
the time you fall asleep, he's wandering back because you can see through his eyes, right? So you see him wandering back. He kind of sat around in the village for a little while, and he'd like push like the odd accelerant in the way of the flames to help it along, and is just cackling and laughing and taking in the chaos, and he was loving it. And then he got a little tired and started to wander back to you. He got a little bored with burning down a village of people.
good guy.
Good guy, my man, Tobias. All right.
I guess while we're doing breakfast, getting stuff ready, waiting to see if this mother even make an appearance out of the.
Oh, you look at the cabin. Nothing's changed. It's untouched. The door's closed. You don't see any activity. The night before, you saw a fire in the window, right? And you could see silhouettes of people moving in there. It's daytime now, so you don't see any silhouettes. You don't hear any sounds or anything like that coming from the house itself. The cabin in the woods.
What would I need to roll to be like forage in the forest for food?
Oh, survival.
All right.
Survival. I love it. All right. So you want to find some berries and such, some edible plants. Okay. Go ahead and what are you? You're a barber, surgeon, and prostitute. So this is not your usual realm. You're more of an urban.
She knows how to look in trash
Camper.
cans, not behind bushes.
Yeah, you're an urban camper. So this you're out of your element here. So based on that, I'll make this. It'll be challenging. You're not quite sure what's edible or not.
Okay. Survival.
Are any of you an
Perception.
outdoorsy type? Not really.
I've got a point in it,
Totally.
and I'm high perception.
No, you're unable to find anything that looks edible. You find just like scraps and leftovers. Maybe some like acorns that a squirrel ate already. And you're like, they beat me too.
Oh, we got plenty of sausage.
But
But no, I just
There's-
don't have appetite this morning.
plenty of witch hunter sausage to eat.
Well, we're at it, and it's a new morning here. Mike, you're 1. Eurixis, you're 2. I'll be 3. Edmund, you're 4. Who is going to get some impish delight?
It just sounds wrong.
That does sound wrong. Afternoon delight. That's what makes me.
That's
think of that
exactly what I
song.
was singing in my head.
Oh, wicked.
Oh, Erg's getting impish delight. So go ahead and tell the people watching what is your impish delight do?
So my butler demon can use a ability called impish delights once a day, and what it is you roll a 6-sided dice. If you get a 1 through 3, the character can go into a demonic frenzy when it is in battle. If you roll a 4 or 5, and I just got a 5, I can flip to succeed any one roll during that 24-hour period. And if I get a 6, I get a whoever it applies to gets a minus 9% to their fellowship for the day.
So you get the same one I got last week, or the
Yep.
last play session.
Yep.
All right, very good. So
That's
you
actually the best one, I think.
I
Yeah.
agree. That's really, really good. Okay, so your imp just bestows his powers upon you. He was very pleased with the task you sent him on the night before to go burn down a village.
No, and for our new person watching to know that the mechanics when you flip to succeed means if you roll for your percentile dice and the number's higher than your skill, you fail. But he can flip it, the number, so if it was, say, 93, he could flip it to a 39 and then succeed possibly.
Clutch. You saved it for a clutch situation last game.
Yep, it was during that lie or the guile test to the town leader or whatever.
Yep.
Very last roll of the day, I think, too.
Okay, so you guys, I don't think you have cooking utensils. You didn't start a fire, so Evan's just got this sack of sausage that's like, I don't know, 4 or
Yeah, we
5
could
days
start a
old now.
fire.
It's
We're in the
cured.
woods.
It's cured. Sausage, I think. I don't know. You didn't have time to cure it. It's raw.
It's been curing
In what?
in the sack.
So it's
Throw it in a sack of
it's
salt. so when
fermenting
it
is
starts
more
curing-
like it.
No, throw it in a sack of salt.
All right. I'll give that a pass. So yeah, he's got some sausage that he distributes. What do I give you every session when you make people eat your human sausage? That sounds bad.
I don't
Your
know.
sausage
Aren't we
made of
kind into that
people.
now? I think you can throw a D10 corruption or some shit.
I think it's either 8 to 10. I give you. I'll give you 10. You're making people eat people.
I'm
you're,
not making anybody
You're
do
terrible.
It was-
You're a horrible
It was
person.
8 last time.
8. So 8 corruption for that, and everybody who eats it gets 2.
That doesn't include me, I believe.
No, it doesn't include.
I
you.
have to earn my corruption.
Apparently, I don't.
You are by forcing
I'm
sausage
not
made of
forcing
people.
They're making a choice to eat it.
Please, this is the only thing we have.
Well, okay.
Enjoy.
I just point of parliamentary order here. You haven't actually told us that it's human sausage, though, right?
Well,
No.
you don't know.
So the only
Now,
choice,
Eurixus
making-
knows because she helped make it.
You're
right? But the only choice Ruby has here is between vegan or carnivore, right? I mean, she doesn't know that it's people sausage.
She
No.
does not know this is Soylent Green.
She
Okay,
has
thank
no
you.
idea.
All right.
All right, so you eat the sausage. It's delicious. It's been curing its salt for the last 5 days. Oh, it's so good. What is this made of? Where did you get this recipe? Is it an old family recipe, Edmund?
Yeah, a bit of an old family recipe and a touch of help from Eurixus. Add that little touch of love in there.
Milking on a leaf.
It was made from someone's family.
All right, so you guys are fed. You're rested. What's the first order of business?
Talk to the mother.
Knock on mother's house? Yeah.
Sure. You go back towards the cabin. You don't hear any sounds.
Smoke.
You don't see any smoke coming out of the chimney.
Oh, she's gone.
You knock on the door.
She ain't home.
And you wait. There's no sounds. There's no answer. And you wait.
Is the door locked?
You go to test the door. It is locked.
All right, Ruby's getting her thieves' tools out. She's gonna try and pick that lock.
On a scale from 1 to kicked, how locked is the door?
You can kick it. It's
Well, you said there was a
So
chimney,
Ruby's
right?
sitting here with her picks like this, and the door gets kicked open.
Dunderhead roll.
Yes, it does. I'm kicking the thing.
He's charging at it with his head.
Do you mean to make a roll?
Yeah.
Would you like me to roll?
Your
Brawn.
simple.
Athletics?
Yeah, Brawn. Bran. Oh, you give it all your might. You big lumbering ogre. You give it all your might, and it doesn't budge.
Ruby's gonna check, look both ways to make sure there's nobody charging at the door.
Yeah.
She's gonna try and pick it.
Okay. Skullduggery, please. It'll
Ah.
be a hard skullduggery.
Wow, good luck.
We're going to flip to succeed on that one, Bill.
Oh yeah.
No, I'll just kick it 75 times till it opens.
All right. So
If at first you don't succeed, try it right now.
Throw Ruby through the window.
hey. All right.
Go down through the chimney. So I need to know about your butler so I can give out.
Oh, I just missed it. I'm sorry.
Yeah. They snap in the door. No, just kidding. They don't break. You're unable to open it. And
Are there any?
I'm trying to peek through the windows to see if I can see.
yeah. So when you guys test your tools and you try running into it, it almost seems like it's unnaturally locked and nothing. Like even when Erg slammed into it, you didn't see dust or anything fall like that. There was no give or anything. If you
What
get
sorcery is this?
If you get what I'm saying. And your tools, you bring them towards the door, and they just kind of stop, and you can't get them any further. You're unable to work them within the mechanism.
Ruby, you small enough to get down the chimney?
I don't know. Maybe. Let me
No.
run up to.
No, you're
No.
not. You look in
No,
the
I'm not.
You look in the windows, and it's like that old timey glass, not like glass we have today, where it's kind of blurred, right? It lets a light in, but you can't really see. It's not very transparent. You can't really see through it very well.
All
So
foggy.
you're looking, and you're up against the glass, and you don't see any movement whatsoever. You can make out like shapes of the things you saw in there the night before, table and the cabinet and those sorts of things, but you don't see any movement whatsoever.
Is there a back door? Can I go look around back?
There is no back door. There's
I think
just
it's a little
single
one-room
door, little hut in the middle of the woods. Ancient.
Can the glass be broken?
Do you want to try? You want to try to put your fist through it?
No, that sounds
A
awful.
rock?
Yeah.
Hold on,
throw
I
a
need
rock
to.
at-
I need to turn to the section on diseases. Go ahead, punch that glass.
Yeah, I'm gonna throw a rock at it.
All right, simple ranged. Adam's favorite weapon in the game, a rock. If he were
think I
here,
get-
he'd give you fortune right
Yeah.
now. He's not here.
A standard.
Standard, yes, please. Oh, it's a window. It's like trivial. It's not moving.
Well,
That means you don't roll.
I just try not to take anything for granted. Let's just put
Well,
it
you
that
can
way.
roll critical failure.
Yeah.
I
No.
still can't hit it with when it's not moving.
I'm gonna try again.
Are you? You said that as trivial? Are you sure?
Oh, I said it's standard.
and it's
I'm gonna say,
okay.
Zero.
so that would have been a plus 30 on it. You would have succeeded, but
Well, let me try
You got to
again.
reroll by rules.
There you go. Now I got it.
Yeah, you wind up and you throw, and as with all of your might, and it just clank and bounces off.
Where's the
Can I s-
Morgenstern?
yeah, can I see if I can sense any magic going on here?
Yeah, go ahead. Incantation, please.
Difficulty?
And be standard incantation.
I think I can tell you there's magic going on.
Yeah.
Ow.
This is really weird, guys.
It's a really strong building. I don't think we can get in. The mason must be really good out here.
They don't make them
Only
like they
Ruby
used
was
to.
small enough to get down the chimney.
Can you try and like defeat her wards?
I mean,
Or,
I'm a-
Erg?
pyromancer, so
Yeah, but do you have? I don't know. Do you have any kind of dispel or anything? Like
yeah, I have magical fire.
Your imp is just like, let's burn everyone down, boss. Let's do it. Let's do it. There's no one here. If a
Do you want
hut
me to
burns
take
down
the
in the
roof
middle
off?
of the woods and no one's there to see it, did it happen?
Well, no, I don't want. We could hurt her if we burn it down. And
that? If she's even in there
well, it's
with all
not-
this racket.
It's really not nice to burn people's houses down, especially if they might be in them.
I agreed. Who would do that?
Well, maybe we should just leave her a note then.
Yeah, maybe. Sounds good to me.
You're burning this thing down as soon as we get out of range, aren't you?
No, I am the actual capable scholar in the group. So, what do you want me to write on the note?
Sorry we missed you. Stop back soon.
All right.
With a heart around it.
I don't know.
Broken heart if she wasn't here.
We went to go
Sorry.
collect our money.
Amazing door. Sorry we missed you. See you later.
All right, you slide it under the door.
Perfect.
All right. And you guys start trudging back to the village. And as you do so, you go your path you took last time. You're gonna hit up the altar first, that area where the villagers go to worship, the church, and then the village. So on the way back, you start to go to that ancient altar where you killed the village trapper.
He
Remember
killed
that?
himself, sir.
You
Yeah,
forced
killed himself.
you forced that upon him. You're terrible.
At best,
people.
that was an assisted suicide.
You get closer and closer, and you can hear the distinct sound of an infant crying. A baby crying.
Yurix is a little bit out of her mind. She's freaking out.
Ah.
Ah.
I think we're about to find out how Mother makes her children.
Oh, no. Ew.
So
She's-
I'm
That's-
immediately drawn to wherever this crying is coming from.
Yeah. All right, so you're just gonna run in that direction.
Yep.
All right. So you start heading, and it's coming from the direction of the ruins, not the chapel, but the old ancient ceremony grounds. And as you get closer, you come around the corner, and you see, from behind a pillar, you see the witch. The old witch is sitting there, and she's got this baby, this like newborn baby. The night before, she wasn't even pregnant. She wasn't showing any signs, but she's got this baby from full gestation to birth, and it looks like it was birthed here in this area. It's still got blood and all the goop on it and stuff. And she's saying a prayer and offering this thing up as her children. There's like a dozen animal creatures standing around her, forming a circle around her. You see like deer people and rat people and dog people and cat people and spider people, and they're all standing there during this while she's saying off an incantation. And you pick up with her when she's saying it, the word for the god that you heard in the village, that the villagers worship, with all those little effigies hanging everywhere.
Oh.
Those little stick men. Remember, they were hanging in the trees all around
Blair
the
Witch
top in this
stuff.
area also.
Right.
So
So-
you
What's the
run
name of
into...
that? What was the name of that god?
I don't remember.
Where's your notes, Ruby?
Well, my notes just have 3 things on them. Let me go over them with you.
Don't eat the sausage.
Become an assassin. There's a 4th note now, and it says the god's name is.
Is it currently writing itself? Oh, you're writing it. It was Torg, was it not?
Oric? Okay. Doesn't matter. It's whatever you say it is.
She's saying, and the children, you come around the corner and they're startled, and 2 of them start to approach you. A fawn and a wolf, and they say, "You must not interrupt. Stay back."
Why would we interrupt?
Oh, Erg's there too. All right, just walk around the corner here, guys.
I think we're all there.
So you walk around the corner, and all right, you're all there, and you see this unholy sight that's happening, that's playing out in front of you. And as she's saying this incantation, she's saying these words, suddenly the ground starts to shake and rumble, and out of the earth comes these weeds, and they start intertwining and forming and becoming a big mass shape. And suddenly in front of you, you see this big tree weed bark monsters start to take form, and this thing is huge. It's like 30 feet tall, 10 feet wide, and she's praying to this thing and offering up the baby to it once it appears. I'm gonna get everybody, we're gonna have to make some resolve tests here
The shambling mound.
against what you're seeing.
Poop in our pants tests.
Yeah. Poop our pants test.
He's got the right idea.
I mean, it's for most of us, this isn't our first weirdness, but
Well, no, you guys have faced many a demon. This is
But
not...
this is like a forest demon. I get it. What's my difficulty on this poop test?
this poop test. It is going to be fear, so it's a standard resolve test.
You got it.
Standard resolve.
We're testing against fear and what you are witnessing. You've encountered demons, but nothing like this.
This is new.
This is new. We gotta take a break from the demons. We've had way too many of those. Ooh,
Ugh.
Euryxis.
Oh, body blow.
Oh, Ruby. But you have 2 fortune points for those of you who failed. Wow, it's standard. You guys are failing it.
Hang on, I got to roll mine. I was interrupted by Morgan asking.
What
something.
happens if we fail?
You
Hang
take 6 corruption and
You said it's a standard resolve.
2d10 plus 2 mental peril. Standard resolve, yep. Get my dice roller ready here. 2d10 plus 2 peril.
I got to change my name. It was Kellen. I'm not Kellen.
Kellen Tor. So 6 corruption for everybody who failed. You get that automatically if you're not rerolling. Oak's fine. Edmund's fine. He's munching on. He comes around the corner. He's munching on some sausage. What's going on, guys? Here. What is this?
That's weird looking.
You all take 18 peril.
All right, so my peril threshold is 10. So what is that? 2 ranks I go in?
Yes.
I am at 1 rank.
I'm at ignore 2 skill ranks.
Ooh. And you're just like, you're just like fearful of this thing that's cropped up in front of you and this ceremony that you're watching and taking place. And 6 corruption on top of the 2 you took earlier.
Ruby says we should go now.
So I think it's
Hey, I'm going to nudge Eurixis and ask if, hey, do you have any smelling salts?
I do. Oh yeah, I do. Thank you.
Can I have them?
I do indeed.
Do you have enough for the whole class?
Everybody stick your heads together and open it up underneath.
Yeah, snort the white powder.
Right?
So
Yes,
so for new viewers, what does smelling salts do? Shout it out.
So the idea is you take smelling salts, you get 1 corruption, but you also go up 1 rank on your peril condition track. So that put me down. 16 was my threshold to go down 2, meaning I went to imperiled and then ignore 1 skill rank. This puts me back up to imperiled.
Thank you, Bill.
Do I can I get in on that smelling salts, or do you not have enough for everybody?
Guys, can I have a huff?
but that's it. I don't have any more.
Okay.
Did you give Ruby the last one, or that you used your last one?
There I had 3 left, so we're done.
Oh, did Ruby get one or not?
Totally.
All right, so
Oh,
mark
cool.
down. You got another
Awesome.
corruption. Everybody who took some smelling salts.
Yay, thank you so much. I'm going to buy you smelling salts.
I'm assuming you took that I didn't.
I would.
What's that? Did you
I
need
would
it
say
too?
she only had 3. I'm assuming Edmund didn't take one.
Well, Edmund passed, right? So you're good.
Right.
Saved.
Yeah, but I still took peril.
No, if you pass,
Oh,
nothing
okay.
happens. You're unaffected.
Okay, because you said I thought it was
Oh,
I didn't
no,
get
no.
the corruption.
That's why.
Matt, wasn't it supposed to be 2d10 plus 2?
What are? Oh, did I roll 10? Oh,
So take 10 off of there and
13. 13 said, I'm sorry, I reroll. No. The rule is we reroll if we rolled wrong. Thank you, Bill. For cashing out 2d10 plus 2. So 13 peril. So you guys might not have to use those smelling salts.
Yeah, I'm not using one. That just puts me to imperiled.
All right.
1.
But you still take the 6 corruption.
Absolutely,
I'll
I
point my
want
finger
it.
at you.
You,
You're keeping me honest. Thank you.
hey, Ruby.
Okay. I'm still at imperiled if I use the salts. So do you want me to use it, Erixus, or do you want to save it?
Oh, you can. That gives us 1 left.
Okay. So I'm still at imperiled. Thank you.
All
How
right.
long is that good for? Or is that retro only effect now? Does that apply to anything going forward today?
I believe it's 24 hours.
Yeah.
Off the top of my head.
Yes.
So
Same
it's
as
good
like
for a little while?
Ladanum.
Okay.
All the drugs. Like Evan and take a dozen mushrooms.
Yeah, there was a lot of thought for those of you watching at home. There was a lot of thought put into the drug system. It's very intricate.
It is.
It is.
You're not wrong. Hey, because sleeping doesn't cure stab wounds.
Yep.
You need drugs and healers. All right, so you see her. She's praying, and this thing appears, and she holds the baby up to it. It continues praying, and it's screaming, and it reaches down with this big twig finger and touches the baby on its forehead. And as it does so, it starts screaming even louder and uncontrollably, and it starts to sprout a snout on its nose, where its nose once was. It was a normal human baby when it was born, and it starts turning to squealing as it starts to take on the appearance of a little pig boar baby.
I'm gonna.
That doesn't seem natural, Ruby
Nice.
says.
It's going to be awesome sausage.
That's what I was saying. I'm like, sausage.
And they continue to pray. And you are guarded by the two animal creatures, the wolf and the fawn. And they hold you back.
I'm
What do you-
just kind of I'm going on record as saying we're just not that intimidated by the fawn.
Yeah. That's fine. She's really beefy and scary. She's got fangs.
Oh, she's a fawn with fangs?
Yeah, one of those vampiric
One of the
fawns.
Russian.
A fanged fawn? Okay.
Yeah.
Is her last
Russian
name
deer.
Foom?
Fing fang boom. So so you watch this thing play out, and this thing stands over them, and they all start worshiping it, and they're praying to it, and these things are dancing around it now, and after about 10, 15 minutes of this, the ground rumbles and shakes, and it starts to go back into the ground. And Mother, or Evelyn, or the Witch of the Wild, whatever she is, turns to you, and she's cradling this pig baby thing. And she looks at the group of you, and she looks past you, and her children surround her, and then she starts walking back towards her cabin without saying a word.
Hey, would now be a good time to have our chat?
Hey, can we talk? Hey, we left you a note. She turns to you, she goes, I must care for my young. What do you want?
What did we just?
Actually, I think this just about answered all of my questions about what's going on, but anybody else want to ask anything?
Yeah, you could have just told us last night you're going to take a baby and give it to a tree thing, turn it into a pig. That would have answered all the questions, I think.
You wouldn't have understood. You were
Well, that's
wise
your
not to
God.
interfere. You know, I will say on one side, if Barsh were here, this would have played out much differently.
Yes, it would.
Yes, it would have.
We would have had combat with a giant 30-foot tree monster and a witch and like a dozen
Bunch of
of
animal
these
people.
animal people.
Pretty. Yeah, his actions are pretty digital. Yeah, Ruby. Hold on. Ruby's going back to refer to her note. She says, I assume that is your god Torek, yes?
She says that is the father, the giver of this region, this area. That is why it's prosperous. We don't need the outside world here.
How is this area prosperous? People are killing each other.
We provide to
There.
him, and he provides to us, as you just saw.
But why are the villagers suddenly wanting to kill your children?
Outside influence, such as yourselves. There's that preacher. There's a doctor that comes by once in a while, pokes his...
We were asked to come here to
water.
kill him.
Yeah, we're only here because they came to get us. We didn't tell them to kill you or kill your babies.
They told us to kill you.
She looks startled by this. Who told you this? Which one?
Well, it was the ruler.
It's his son.
Yeah, his son, he's the one come got us, but his father sent him to get us.
Yeah.
Said that promised us all kinds of gold.
Get him. Bring him to me.
Well, hang on. We wouldn't be any better than he is then at that point.
But
Bring him to me. If he hired you to come kill me and my children, his children.
Well, he didn't say you. He said
all these beast creatures.
Some of these are his children as well. Bring him to me, and he'll answer for this.
I'm not sure we can do that because the whole village kind of kicked us out and told us not to come back. So we'd have to fight the whole village. Wouldn't it be best for all of us just to go there together?
Well, hang on. Do you have any gold?
She says, "No, I have no need for gold.
Well, what do you have?
I have my family." And she turns.
Do you have anything to trade for?
Holds an arm out to these strange animal creatures, abominations around you.
He says, "Well, I mean, I'm just saying from a payment standpoint. If we bring him to you, do you have anything that you would be able to pay us with?
Your lives?
You threatening us?
Are you threatening me?
Are you threatening me?"
She pulls her shirt over the top of her head.
You talking to me?
She says, "You can leave and never speak this again. If you tell others about this and they start to appear, we will find you and we will kill you.
Who the hell would believe us?
Or you bring him to me," and he answers. He answers.
I kind of want to see what she's going to do to this old chap.
Right?
Can
Well,
I
okay,
ask you a very simple question?
Yes.
The giant tree thing that we just saw, does it live in this particular woods, or did you summon it here from a different
No,
plane?
It is older. I didn't summon it. It is older than all of us. It has been here for all of time.
In this particular woods?
We are in his domain. Yes, but the expansion of your cities and your people and your farms have shrunk his land more and more and more over time. And
It
he's
happens when you
confined.
get older.
He's confined to this small space.
Yeah.
What do you think, guys? Want to fight an ancient god on its own territory?
No.
Let's go get the old man.
Yeah, see, I'd see what happens to this old chap first. Yeah, sure. Let's try to go get him.
All right.
You're sweating bullets, by the way.
She
Yeah,
just said
we're just
she's
like,
not going to pay us.
No, she's not going to pay you.
Why would we do it for free? Ruby's
Well,
asking as they're walking away.
Well, if he's getting some justice, we get to watch what happens to him, and he's the one that shanked us on the money.
She thinks about that for a long while.
It would be maybe a good idea to have him not in his house for a little bit, because that's where all the gold is.
Remember, there was just tons of gold, like an unbelievable amount of gold in his house.
Well, Ruby doesn't know that because nobody told her.
Oh yeah,
right?
the little butler demon saw that.
Yeah. So all Ruby knows is she got stiffed.
Yeah, so he stepped
Well,
us.
why don't you take him in and I'll.
Let's go to town.
Yeah,
Okay.
maybe you can sneak in and find some payment.
Okay.
All right.
All right. So you guys head back, and you head back in the same direction. You go past that broken, shattered chapel that holy man tried to erect near here, and was, you can only assume at this point, murdered and driven out of the area.
Eaten by a tree.
Eaten by an evil tree god.
Well, while we're on the way back, I'm going to go to the side of the path to take a pee and have a quick conversation with Tobias.
Sure.
I'm going to tell him, hey, that building, the remnants of it will probably be pretty hot, meaning I'll be the only one able to go into it. Well, not counting you. Why don't you show me where that chest used to be in that building?
Sure. Yeah, I could do that. We have our best conversations at these points in life. They're both standing there peeing. So this is where we get our best work done, boss. So you guys continue on, and as you get close to the village, just the black smoke is overwhelming. The smell of burning fires are still lit, and you guys are able to see that the village people are panicked. They're running around, screaming, yelling. They've got buckets of water they're throwing on things, and this place is decimated. There's like little to nothing left. Like you said, essentially this place was tinder. All of the buildings that were built here. And Dalton, the son of the village elder, sees you, and he's covered in soot, and he's got bad burns on his face and on his arms. Where have you been? Where have you been? We could have used you last night. Fire broke out. My father perished. Our house caught ablaze in the middle of the night.
Your father's the one who told us to get out of town, so we went camping outside of town.
Then what are you doing back?
We saw the smoke. We figured we'd come help.
Well, grab a bucket, please. Help. You got to put out whatever you can.
There more than one build. What happened?
A fire started in my father's house, and it continued to spread throughout the night. And you can see there's like 3 houses that are completely burnt to the ground. There's people crying and laying around. There's bodies. The flames of because they're all so close to each other and they're just dry material. They've just jumped from hut to hut at this point.
While it's pandemonium, I'm going into the first burned out building.
All right. So the large inn, as we called it, is next to you, and it's ablaze. You can see the innkeeper's there, and he's frantically pleading, "Please put out the fire! Put out the fire! You must stop it! I'll give you whatever gold I have. You must put this out. End it." And Erg breaks off and just walks into the smoldering remains of the village elder's house. It's just clumping around. So you step down, and the what little wood there is just snaps underneath your weight. It's just burnt out embers at this point, but it is very hot in there. And you start poking around, and you get to the point. Tobias goes, "That's it. That's where the chest was. That's where the gold was." And you see this burned heaps just smoldering. There's smoke just emanating off of it.
Perfect. So first I'm going to look for the bodies, and I'm just going to carry them out and put them over at the side.
Sure. You start just clomping around and kicking things aside, and you can see there is a couple of burned carcasses in there. You assume it's the village elder and possibly his wife.
Otherwise known as spell components.
Otherwise known as spell components for Urk. You're not wrong. Desecrated bodies. Yeah. So you find their burned carcasses in there. There's not much left.
Yep. Just going to lay them out. Lay them out on the side of the road. Let people worry about that as a good distraction.
Just toss them out there and they
No,
crumble a
I'll
bit.
set them down gently.
Okay. It's a horrific scene.
And
Actually,
then,
let's make you roll a resolve test again.
I think all the villagers should roll resolve test.
Well, yeah, they're crying and puking and peeing and pooping their pants, whatever else you called it. But we'll make a resolve test. We got burned out bodies here that we're now grabbing and displaying. I know you're indifferent. I knew one of you were.
Oh, yeah.
Standard or what is it?
Who else has indifference?
I also
No.
have difference.
As a barber surgeon?
I do.
You're used to bloody, violent scenes.
Is
Yeah.
What's
is
the-
it a standard test?
Yeah, it's a standard test. No, no, I'm sorry. It's easy. Easy. This is for stress. You're stressed by the whole situation.
Resolve. Where's my damn resolve? For some reason, I can never find it.
Easy. Erg needs to get some corruption.
Now I roll the 4.
Oh, you aced it. You're like, bodies and all. I've seen this before. Whatever. Yelling, screaming, people panicking, bodies. I've been here. Same
Yep.
with Edmund. He's like, I'm fine. All right, you're unaffected by it. Erg, you go back into the house.
Yeah, I'm hoping nobody's really paying too much attention to me.
You're a big giant ogre walking in a like burned out, very
Yeah,
very
but they're
hot
dealing
house.
with other burnt buildings and probably the 2 bodies
Sorry,
that
yeah.
I've just put out there.
Nope, nobody notices.
All right. The now I'm going over to the giant, I'm assuming half melted pile of gold.
So you get to the chest where the chest of the box used to be, and the wood is pretty much gone and burned, but inside the gold that was in there has kind of like melted, semi-formed back into like a big like hunk. You can see like set within it are still like individual coins, but it's also on the outer coins have melted and kind of formed a single mass.
About how big is it?
It's roughly 12 inches by 6 inches. It's just a big mass of gold.
Oh, okay, so in my 9 feet of mass, I can hide that under my shirt quickly while carrying
It's
something
really
else out.
heavy.
Yeah, that's okay.
That's okay. I'm a strong guy.
Gold's not a heavy metal, though.
Gold is extremely heavy.
Not for a 9-foot ogre.
Well, I mean,
Gold is very like dense, heavy. Yes, it is
Yeah.
very, very heavy.
like a little block of it like this would feel like 20 pounds. Just a tiny little bit of it. It's very
very heavy.
Yeah.
So I will get you to make me a brawn test to carry this out. I guess you're stealthily, but it's like, oh, it's heavy. Yeah, make me a challenging brawn. Bran. Hard bargain. Oh my god. You heave this thing up, and as you lift it up to bring it up with all your might and put it in your shirt, you all of a sudden step on like a nail or something like that, and you throw the gold out of the house in a panic, and it goes thunk, thunk, thunk in the grass in front of the house, or where there once was grass, and everybody in the area turns to look, and they see this massive gold flung from where you are standing and now lying in everybody's sight. And Dalton, the son, goes, "What are you doing? What are you doing in my father's house? I thought you were here to help. They're stealing the gold."
I'm removing the bodies, and I found this in there.
Ruby says, "Oh, there's our payment."
Do you want?
So about 36 cubic inches of gold is 25 pounds.
So, are you trying to convince them of this?
How many?
Yeah, that's
coins
why I
was
laid
this
the bodies
originally?
out first.
How many coins was this originally?
What was the ungodly amount they said they were going to pay you?
It's like 100 coins or something like that. 10 coins each or something.
I thought it was 30 each.
30 each. So that would be 150 coins.
I thought it was 16, but okay.
Was it? Shit, I don't remember.
Well, I'd say if you're making numbers up, aim high.
16. Are you doing the math on the weight?
Well, I don't. Yeah, I just need to know how much gold is in a how many ounces are in a
I
gold
don't
coin.
in a coin. I don't know.
Give me
So
the cube inch value.
you're trying to charm them. Is that what you're trying to do, Urg? Or you're trying to? What are you saying to them?
I'm saying, nope, just getting everything of value out of the house and your loved ones.
Okay.
Ruby will point at that and say, "Well, you guys owe us that."
They don't owe you that money. They told you that the night before. Tal goes, we don't owe you anything. You didn't do anything. We told you we were going to pay you for the two you killed, and that's
Oh
it.
no,
Is this the son talking?
Yeah, it's the son.
Well, Ruby says to the son, "Oh no, we did exactly what you wanted.
No, we asked you to slaughter these creatures. They're probably the ones that started this fire on us last night.
No, we did. We slaughtered them. They're all in the grove.
Yeah,
They were there-
you come
they
with
were there
us and
this
we can
morning.
show you.
He looks shocked. You killed them all last night?
Yeah, come with us,
Early
we'll
this
show you.
morning. There was some kind of ritual going on in that old grove of yours.
I have to help put out this fire. I'm now the village elder. My father has died. I must be here for my people.
Well, you have to come with us to see this.
You trying to charm him, Ruby?
Sure, why not?
Of course. Challenging charm.
All right.
No, come with us. Come see this. Forget this slaughter. Come see another
Who's
slaughter.
helping Ruby charm?
Now you-
Ruby's good at charm.
I know she is.
What
but-
do you crit failing on her? Oh, that's the bronze
That was
one.
the gold.
Oh
the
yeah,
massive,
Ruby nailed it. Ruby
Smoldering
nailed it.
gold. So what do you say to him exactly? He's like, I need to be here for my people. I'm now in charge. This is my village.
Well, and as your first action as leader, you can witness that your threat is gone, and that the people that you hired to take care of it, taking care of it for you.
He sits there and he thinks for a moment. This would bring much joy in such time as sorrow. Yes, show me what has taken place.
All right. And once he starts walking with Ruby will look back and point at Erg in the gold pile.
Oh yeah, no, we're not leaving
Wink,
that in the middle of the.
All right. Yeah, we'll take.
And then Edmund will like, what's that over there? To give a distraction.
Yes.
You're terrible people. I love it. Hey, what's that?
Oh,
Oh,
sorry,
So,
it's just a
so
bird.
for the record, there, Matt, no corruption for trying to pull that mad heist, eh?
The mad heist? No, I won't give you corruption for that. You brought the bodies out, you gently put them down, like you just stomped on them and like
I feel like he should almost
desecrated-
lose corruption for being such a good Samaritan.
Yeah, you were doing so good there. Like if you spit on the bodies and then stomped on them, then you'd rack up the corruption. But
God, I have to
you
hide my
put them
real
down
goals.
gingerly, and
It's hard being evil.
so you want to try and pick up the gold. So you need to make me we'll do a stealth test this time. I'm assuming you're trying to be inconspicuous with putting this thing in your shirt, right?
Why don't you let the fat man handle the money?
He's not. He's not as strong as the ogre.
And it's very hot.
Oh, that's true.
Oh yeah, it's smoldering.
Yeah, that whole molten nature is kind of the hard part.
Okay. So it's gonna be tough. People are looking your direction. So it's going to be
Well, wait, what about the distraction?
what was your distraction?
Well, I'm like, hey, what's over there? Is that another house on fire?
They're like, yeah, it is. Give me a good distraction here to take people's attention away. Of course, there's another house on fire. If you want to help and you want to cause a distraction, give me a good distraction than saying, hey, that house is on fire.
Well, no, one that's not. Like, the fire's spreading further.
Whose house is that that's burning now?
You can make me a guile test, and we'll do it at a challenging guile.
Challenging guile.
Hey, the guy's house on fire. No, it's not.
Not a problem.
All right, someone says, "Oh yeah." All right, make your what I tell you is hard. Make a challenging stealth roll.
Yeah. Oh,
And that was me.
Oh.
That was me rolling. People turn
Damn
and
it,
they
you can't even flip that one.
people turn and they see he's grabbing the gold. He's taking the gold. Stop him.
all right.
I'm not
Ruby's,
leaving it out here in the middle of the field.
All right. Ruby says, just hang on to it. And Ruby says, "We're bringing it with us. We did our work. We don't trust you guys anymore."
No, Dalton
got you, leader.
Dalton says, "No, you don't get the gold. You didn't. You show me."
Ruby's going to draw a rapier, and she's going to say, "Look, we've been polite up till now, but I'm starting to lose my patience."
Eurixis is gonna put her arm around Dalton and gently push the point of the rapier out of his face and say, "Come on, we've all had a hard night. It's been a little crazy, a lot of crazy shit's going down. You know what? Let's embrace the good things. We're gonna go see a whole bunch of half slaughtered, half human, half animals, and the gold's gonna come with us to ensure that we can stay honest and you can watch it at all times. Because if we leave it in the middle of the street, somebody else is gonna take it. At least now you know that it's coming with you."
Nobody can pick up smoldering gold.
Well, then that solves it because he just did. So
I have
what's the
really
problem?
thick skin.
He's the best one to take care of it, so you can keep your eye on it.
Absolutely,
You're trying to convince him, Eurixis?
totally am.
All right, make a bargain. It's like I waver between bargain and guile.
Can I
You're
assist her
lying.
on the bargain?
You're lying here, but you're also like bargaining. It'll be a hard bargain. Hard bargain.
Hard bargain.
That's the other name of the campaign.
Yes, that's our unofficial name for this campaign. Hard bargain. Because we had like 10 of them that one session.
Oh,
Yes. Wow.
Can I have somebody else roll for me?
Go
He goes,
Eurixis.
Fine. Take it with us. But we'll settle this when we come back.
Absolutely.
absolutely. I'll rub his back. It's all good.
This guy's coming back now?
He ain't coming back.
Oh shit, did I just say that out loud? He's like, what?
What? No.
Even
All
the
right.
Dunderhead wouldn't say that.
So you lead him into the woods.
Inside voice.
He goes, where's the slot? I must hurry back. I must hurry back to my people.
Yeah, we're almost there.
What?
It's just at the clearing.
How many of them were there?
12?
You look unscathed. How did you kill 12 of these things?
We are very skilled warriors.
Well, we go. We were asked to bring the village elder with us, which we're doing, but I'm going to bring the old village elder with us as well, if that's okay.
You're just scooping up the body, and he says, "Leave my father alone. He's dead. Leave his body there. We must bury him."
Shouldn't we
You
take him
should-
to your ritual site?
Sacred Burial Grove.
Yeah.
No, we bury our dead here.
In the city? In your village? That's kind of gross.
Be one with Torg.
Really need a Jedi mind trick spell or something.
One moment. Sorry, I have to reset my audio.
I have
That's
one.
not a
It's called
city, it's a
Flaming
village. He goes,
Sword.
no, we'll put him in the village cemetery. Why would we take him to our place of worship?
All right. I'll leave him here. All right. I guess we are bringing the current village elder
Yes.
with us.
If the other one's dead, it doesn't matter.
Right.
So he goes, fine. Okay, so where are these bodies? Where are they? And he keeps looking behind him, looking over his shoulder, seeing the smoke, and you can see he's very distracted. He's not paying attention to the group of you at all.
Can I comfort?
Like with your prostitute trade?
Yep.
Yes.
Relax a little bit?
Yes. Where we
Do this.
hand wave and we say you relax him.
Rubbish.
You-
Bit.
We're not. Yes.
Do some.
You comfort him in this time of sorrow.
Right? He's uber stressed.
Yes.
There
Yes.
we- All right.
So you gain a fate point for the
Yep.
session if you're successful.
And
Or you are successful. You don't even have to roll. do you?
Fortune point. I don't think she gets a fate point for that.
Yes, thank you.
Yeah,
Thank
that'd
you.
be pretty. Yeah, everybody's a
both.
prostitute.
A party of prostitutes. Prostitutes all around.
And they're comforting each other all the time.
Gross.
We don't even adventure.
That's why we're so
We don't even adventure. This is Brothel the RPG. Gross. All right. All right.
That's awful.
There's your extra fortune point for the session. You have 3 fortune and 3 misfortune currently. Gross. But no, he's distraught. Like you said, you put your hand on his back, and you talk to him, and you talk him down, and you comfort him. So you gain a fortune point for the session.
Thanks.
All right, so he seems to relax a little bit, and he's with you guys, and How much further? How much further do we have to go? I
Don't you
thought
know
you
where
said
your
it was
grove
close.
is?
Well,
It's in the
we're
grove?
taking her
You
to the.
slaughtered-
We're going to
killed-
the old lady's
Yeah, we're
cabin.
taking her to the old lady into the
Yes.
old
Oh,
lady's
the cabin. That's right.
So you guys get to the grove. There's nothing here. There's no bodies. I
Not
have to.
this grove.
Which grove? You said our sacred grove.
You've got this place is littered with sacred groves. Keep going.
No, it's not. I've been
It's
here my
just a
whole
bit
life.
further over the hill.
Remember, he's a young man. Remember, he's in his late teens. Remember, you met him. He's very naive. He's a young man, so he still has this naivety. To him.
Naivety.
Thank you. So he said, "No, there's no other groves. I've been here my whole life. This is it. This is where we come to worship."
We found a pretty scary
Well,
one
I
last
guess
night.
we
We'll show
misunderstood
you.
where we killed him because he's up ahead.
He sighs. Fine. Please, I can't be gone much longer. No tricks. And he follows you to the cabin. And he sees the cabin. And he says, "What? I've never seen this before in my life. What is this? Who lives out here?"
This is the house of the mother.
What?
Hang on, she wants to talk to you.
What do you
Ruby
speak
knocks
of?
on the door.
You just push him up there. You knock on the door. So the door swings open. He sees this beautiful, gorgeous woman. I've never seen you before. How long have you lived here? And she turns to Ruby and she says, "This is not the one I want."
I know his dad's the one that was the leader, but he kind of died in a fire last night.
My father? What do you want with my father? What is going on here?
He's the leader now.
He's the new leader.
He's the new village elder, which is funny.
He is the one that hired us too, if it means anything.
Yeah, your father sent you to get us, right?
What is this? What yes. What does she have to do with any of this?
Well, she's the mother.
Of what?
All your siblings.
My
I think you guys need to have a conversation between yourselves.
As you
We'll
guys
sit. We'll stand over here.
From around the house and the surrounding woods, it starts surrounding you again with the children. The children start appearing. The animal bastardization mutant. Well, they're not mutants. They're not mutants. Animal human hybrid creatures that have been born of this grove. And he's shocked. He pees his pants, and he's what? You're in league with them. I thought you slaughtered them. What is this all about?
It's about not paying us mostly, but
You just kick him in the house.
no. What does the mother do?
The mother says he is not the one. He is not even aware of what the vile men in that village have done. They hired you to go kill their own children.
He specifically hired us to kill.
He was doing the
children.
bidding of his. My dad asked me to do it. He's a child. He's not
Yeah,
aware
well,
of
apparently,
it.
and I start pointing and say, "See some of these? These things are your brothers and sisters."
He can't comprehend. He's just clutching his head. He's like, no, what is this? What is going on?
Yep.
And he drops to his knees. He's weeping.
The elder's dead now, so do you have a different old guy you want us to get for you?
She says, no, he is the one that hired you to kill the children, but he is dead. It seems his work has already been done by fate.
Well, see, his fate pays the same as you do. We'll be on our way then.
Very good. You can take this child back to the village. I have no use for him.
Yeah, not either. Let's just
He can find his own way back.
He's just lying there weeping and
Let's go for gold.
just nattering because he cannot fathom between the loss of his father, the village, and now seeing these creatures all around him. He's completely lost his mind.
And Ruby turns as they're walking and says, "Oh, one bit of advice. Why don't you spend some of that damn gold on bricks for your houses?" And then she'll keep walking.
He just goes, "Asshole."
As we go back, get the cart, throw our chunk of gold in, and we leave.
We're on
The
our
village
way.
is burning around you. People are crying and screaming. You're just loading up your cart all nonchalant and all like.
Well, no, we'll do our best to help put out the thing, because remember, at some point the Inquisition's going to come through, and we're going to be asked if we were good or bad.
Remember, the Inquisition is looking for you.
Now, okay, give me a scenario where the Inquisition shows up and we get a good reputation from this.
Yeah, where this is going to help one way or the other.
Right.
We either like just go ahead and leave or make sausage here. One or the other. I don't care.
Ancient forest gods and bastardization children. Yeah, we let them go. We're on their side.
There's no way this works out for us. Everything we do is going to turn to shit from here on out. So
let's just move on.
Zweihander.
So we might as well get used to playing in poo. That's what I say.
Yeah. So we either leave and just take our chances, or just kill them all, make sausage.
It's all shades of gray.
Now you're saying the sausage bit in front of Ruby says, well, "What about the sausage?"
So I got plenty for the road.
What? Did he?
Oh, he's an unending supply.
Did he say something to your?
We need to find some more material.
Did he say something about sausage?
Yeah, we need to make some more. Getting low.
All right.
Something doesn't feel quite right.
I was tempted to roll for Edmund's cart, but I've stripped him of that cart so many times in the course of this campaign that it'd just be mean. That's just his starting.
That's the running theme is I keep losing carts.
That was your iconic trapping you start with. I just keep taking your iconic trapping from you. So your cart and your horse are fine. So you can load your gold in the back of this cart and it shudders the weight of it. And you go back and you help put out the flames as best you can.
Yeah.
That people ask, "Where's Dalton? What happened to Dalton? He went with you in the woods."
Oh, well, he's getting acquainted with some long lost brothers and sisters he just recently found.
You get some scowls and looks when you say that.
He'll be back, I think.
Are we done here?
I was gonna say, you're just packing up your cart and leaving?
Packing up, we'll help him put out the fire and be on our way.
You people have issues.
What else can we do here?
No, I'm talking to the villagers.
I'm just saying that this would have played out much differently if Barsh were here, and I was prepared for it.
You'll
You
fight
guys
the
just
whole
like-
town.
Yeah, we would have leveled up if Varsh was here or have rolled new characters.
Maybe roll new characters. So you guys do the journey back. You're going back to your inn? What was it?
No!
The Morgenstern?
No.
Going
I
the
thought
Oh,
you
you're
opposite
not
were
going
right.
back. So where do you want to head from here? You go through the woods, the narrow, treacherous trails, and after about a day's travel, you make your way back to the main road. And again, you hit the
we
main
want to
road,
go.
you see
We want to
the
go
odd
to the
cart
other
going by,
side
and
of the.
they look at you as you come out of the deep, dense woods on this tiny little path.
Matt, can we go the other way, like to the other side of the wood?
Oh, you don't want to go back the way you came. You want to crash
No,
the bush.
no.
There's one trail in and out that they've been using.
When we get about 50, 60 feet out of town, I have a question for the party.
Yeah.
Do we want to leave this ancient gods forest as a place of refuge, or should we leave with, how do I put this, the entire woods burning down?
Well, with Inquisition hunting us, if maybe that thing could help protect us, we could hide here. Or burn it down. I don't care.
Well, why
so
would we
easily
burn
swayed.
it down? Ruby says.
Well, it is the house of an ancient god, and certainly not my god.
Huh.
You didn't look none too friendly.
Who's your god?
Reason.
Don't know that god. Yeah, I don't feel like we should probably burn the woods down. Can we burn the woods down? Is that even a thing?
Yeah, that's a big task. It's a heavy task.
we can try. I've got a bunch of gut rot.
And not for a guy that can walk around on fire and just touch everything.
Yeah, let's. I think we're trying to keep a low profile. Ruby says, right?
Yeah, there's a lot of woods here to burn.
Which way? Which way is the Inquisition?
We're going
What
the
am I?
diametrically opposite direction.
That's what I want to do.
Works for me.
Let's just get out of Dodge. That town hasn't seen the Inquisition yet. I can't imagine they'll be showing up there now.
You look behind you, there's just like this giant mass of black smoke just pluming up from where the village once was.
Ruby looks at the. How many fighting people of fighting age were in the town?
Oh, there was maybe a dozen, if that.
Ruby says, they were all talking about having gold, though.
They say we go back and liberate it from them, huh?
They weren't
Well-
all. They weren't all talking about having gold. It was the elder who had all the
No,
gold.
we had all of it. They don't have anything left.
All right. Well, then I say we just move on.
All right.
But let's beat a path away from the Inquisition.
Oh, you guys don't want to go back to your inn? I was so hoping you'd go back.
No.
Oh
Want
no,
to,
I don't think we're
yes.
ever.
Need to? No.
You're never going back to that place?
Not us. We may have some agents turn up to take over or something.
As I recall, Barsh was having us turn in written statements to the local constabulary about how we accidentally committed murder.
Yeah, that's it.
I don't remember. Did we have the whole staff like turn to sausage and then hired new staff?
No. You convinced them to keep their mouths shut.
Right.
You were successful at that. It's like, whatever you saw, you keep it quiet. I'm gonna slit your throat.
But every
so they're still
every
running.
discussion with Barsh was ending in, well, but you should go turn yourselves in. I'll just go explain what happened. So we want to get away. I feel bad though, because if Barsh was here, he'd disagree.
Because you guys succeeded with intimidate to convince them. I remember it wasn't Guile or anything that used intimidate. So you're like, I'm gonna kill you. I'll come back here and slit your throats if you tell anybody. And they're just like, oh, please don't.
Yeah. But that's what Ruby wants to do, is find some new place to be that is far. Where she says, where is the Inquisition not?
Their eyes are all reaching.
Well, just want to get away from there.
You follow the stars. Where should we go?
Yeah, let the crazy evil ogre tell us.
We don't
where to
know
go.
he's evil.
I know, or crazy, but
Well, you
Yeah,
know
you want
he's
you want me to direct? Sure, I'll give a terrible idea.
You follow
Yeah, where's the
stars,
biggest
stars
place
will
you
let
can go spread corruption, Urk?
Where's the biggest town around? I've
Yeah,
got some
where's the-
panacea to sell to some incredibly rich people.
The nearest city. Forget town. You want a city.
Yeah, I don't think that's a good idea. Let's avoid Inquisition. Let's go where they probably have a headquarters.
yeah.
He's got his orders from his chief.
You
though,
know
that he has
what?
to follow.
I think
but
we
isn't it more
should go.
insidious to hit all the little
Yeah,
villages around larger cities and corrupt
should-
them?
Yeah, we should probably go to a different country. Actually, the more I think about it,
That's what I was thinking.
another kingdom.
Get
Yeah.
on a boat and get out of here or something.
Yeah, we'll go like the Arabic or whatever the
Let's
Whatever
go
it's called
find a
here.
place that likes us and will hire us to do work for them.
I mean,
Okay with it.
ideally, a different continent.
someplace sandy.
All right. So I guess we'll leave off with you guys on the road talking about where you want to go. We didn't have much left for this adventure, and I prepped for combat if you guys went that direction and you wanted to fight things, but you decided no. We're just
Isn't that how it usually
conscientious
goes? When you don't
observers here.
prep for combat, we totally screw it up and fight everything.
Yeah.
And
You
when
guys
do
like,
that-
"Oh,
Why?
I'm just
why
gonna
would
watch
we go
what
into
plays out here."
combat?
If Barsh was here, you guys would have fought everything in that ritual.
Oh
I
yeah,
had to
that
prep
tree
for
would have
Barsh
been
being
attacked
here.
first out.
I had to prep for that. Fighting a tree god, a witch, a dozen of those animal creatures.
Yikes.
You know that would have happened.
It would have
Oh.
been fun too.
We would not have survived.
Some
I
of
don't
you
know.
might- No, I think Erg may have shown some true colors.
Oh, that would have forced an interesting conversation.
Yeah.
Yeah, that would have been. Yeah,
So if Barsh were here, that would happen. So let's roll for corruption. Roll to 6. So
Damn
everybody.
you, she's rolling on.
Yeah,
Now
I
you
got a
need to roll.
chaos rank. Woohoo!
Well, you need to roll something else now, Matt, because that fills up 10 dots for me.
Oh, what do I get to roll for you?
I don't know. I think I get some sort of disorder.
Or
Yeah.
You got a disorder? All right. Let's
Yeah,
go.
you get
I feel all 10 chaos ranks.
yep. You get a disorder.
So is this where you
Um,
get like a horn out of your head or something?
No, that's if I get a real bad roll. Otherwise,
So-
I'm sure something like
So let
alcohol.
me ask you this, Oak. What was the last thing that put you over the threshold for it?
Sausage?
What was it that?
The
Yeah,
sausage.
feeding everybody sausage.
So the idea is that the GM gets to pick your disorder, but he's supposed to consider what the last thing that pushed you over was, or what the major force of corruption through it was.
All right, leave that with me for the till
No
next
problem.
week.
My first little forays into being a butcher priest.
Yeah, I'm thinking you may have got the attention of somebody or something. Okay, so let me take that away, and we'll present something next week for filling up 10 ranks of chaos. And experience for wrapping this up, I'll give you 150. On the non-combat based approach. There's many different ways, different things you could have done. It was unexpected that you also killed the village elder in the middle of the night in a fire. That was not accounted for. You could have brought him forward to atone for his sins and keeping things a secret in his village as the men went and did things. But you killed him in his sleep. You presented his son. His son was not the one that was wanted, and you just kind of shrugged your shoulders, grabbed your lump of gold, and left. Called it a day. And now you're like, we need to start a new life elsewhere.
We got us some gold. We'll just have to get it melted down and reminted.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, while we're traveling off the continent, we can probably do some of that stuff.
I am proficient in counterfeit, so.
Wicked.
Nice.
There we go. All right. So we'll call it there, and we'll be back next week, Sunday, with the start of a whole new adventure at 9 p.m. Central Standard Time. What do we got going on the channel this week? Ooh, Dark Astral on Tuesday at 9 p.m. Central. We're going to hopefully finish that adventure off Tuesday night. Wednesday, we have the return of Journey Pro Wrestling, Match Made in Hell, where you can watch professional wrestlers play Zweihander. That's at 5:30 Central Standard Time every Wednesday. It's funny. It's really funny. It's a good time. Thursdays, we have Amber with Zweihander, and she's redesigning the character sheet to make it more readable and user-friendly. That's at 5 o'clock Central. We also have the Lollygaggers on Thursday night at 9 p.m. Central. They're doing the Ailing Isle every Thursday. And Friday night, we're back to us, aren't we? Enemy Within, Friday at 9 p.m. Central. Is that right, Oak?
Yeah, it'll be Enemy Within this week.
Heck
We played
yeah.
Ash this last Friday.
Yeah. Okay, cool. Thank you very much for everybody who joined us and tuned in. We had some nice viewership all the way through, and it's very much appreciated. So have yourselves a great night and a great week, and we'll be back on Tuesday with Dark Astral. Have a good night, everybody.
Not everyone.
Night, everyone.